Random TV Reviews. Your girl Lynette.
Your boy Stanley.
Look, I'm your worship leader for this morning. I want to welcome you all to Calvary Baptist Church. This morning, y'all gonna hear a sermon by none other than Associate Pastor Grace Greenleaf.
Yeah.
But in the between time, if we got any visitors, would you please rise to your feet? Tell me who you are in the comments section, and we're going to move on with the service. We're not even taking offering. All right, let's get into it. So we start off with we got a support group, because you know Gigi said last week, in order for her to take the position to fill in Jacob's shoes, I'm going to have me a support group for those women that have been abused, all kinds of stuff. So she had her first session, and this girl named Stacy, who is Quita, which I didn't even recognize her from.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
So she's telling her story about how her stepfather was abusing her when she was a little girl and da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, she had her release in the session. Then when the session was over with, you know, Pastor Grace was like, that was courageous what you did. She was like, no, I had a lump in my throat that I needed to get out ever since I heard about this group. Now that I've got it out, I can go on about my life. Yep. And at that very same time, this aggressive man came around the corner.
Let's go now.
I said, okay, so she went from one abusive relationship to the other. Yep. Go ahead and take notes on the patterns of life. Take it. I'm not gonna use my degree on y'all today.
What we call a generational curse.
Right. So she went on with him, and I said, okay, this ain't over with. Well, sure enough, we're gonna wrap her up a little bit. It won't over with, cause when she got home, homeboy wanna know what did she say. And she told him. I told about my stepfather molesting me and whatever. He said, that's family business. You should have kept that between yourself. They didn't need to know that. Lesson number 2. Abusers always want you to shut your mouth up. Don't tell nobody about nothing.
Stay silent.
And most of the time, it's family members that do that.
But my part was, he said, you telling that about your father make me look bad.
But he said, you make me look bad because I look bad being with you. Basically, I'm with a broken woman. So what that make me look like? A broken man that's whooping up on me.
Yeah, that's exactly what you are.
So he whooped her tail. And she came back to the church trying to find some aid. And they couldn't find a shelter for her to go in. Kevin was calling all around. They still couldn't find a shelter. So eventually they put her up into a motel. Then later on, Kevin actually did find a place that would take her and her children where they would be safe and away from this man, at least temporarily, until she figures out what she's going to do or until he gets some help. But before Grace could even get Pastor Grace, put some respect on her name.
Yeah, put some respect on her name.
Before she could even give her that information,
she carried her boss back home.
Right back to him. Right back to the abuser.
Yeah, that's usually exactly how it happens. Is people will try to pull them out of the fire, and they be so scared they run right back into the fire and get burnt all over again. And
it make you look like the messy one or the food or whatever.
Yeah,
you stand there holding the bag because you trying to help.
Yeah, so somebody better call the cops on that player because she gonna end up dead.
The way he blacking her eyes, he blacking her eyes good. And she got 2 little girls, so that pattern.
Yeah, it's a pattern. So most of the time it start off with yelling and fussing, and then throwing furniture. Then you know it's hands put on at that point. Matter of fact, when the aggression start, that's when you should have first called the cops right there. That's what we tell people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got them kids watching, so the kids now probably think this is what normal relationships are. So it's a whole nother thing. Yeah. So Bishop goes into we ain't come to use our degree on y'all either because people pays for these sessions. So Bishop tells First Lady, look, I got to go to Birmingham. They look forward to me preaching on third Sunday. You know Jacob used to do that, right? But he sat down. So I'm gonna get Gigi to do it. She said, "You doing this to punish me? Just put Jacob back up. Reinstall Jacob. Forgive him for all the foolishness that he done did. Just like you
done some foolishness too. I said, I don't know what he done did.
What Bishop Lester Wallace do?
Said that you stick your stick in the jar that you wasn't supposed to either there, Bishop.
Because it sounded like she was talking about some similar situations. And he was like, no. He said, Jacob really don't have a place. And she said, you know what? Ever since Grace left, That's the only reason you even brought him in out of the rain. I said, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
So they really make Jacob look like he is useless.
I don't mean to skip ahead, but we found out that Jacob's preaching is not authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found out that he going online purchasing his sermons for $50.
And the goddamn Ritalin head told that.
Yeah. So no wonder his sermons don't be on point, because he buying them.
I said,
come on now, Jacob.
Oh my God.
Come on now.
So the first lady literally would want her son to be stood back up while he's sticking and moving. Then they have Grace preach.
Yeah. So I still don't understand totally what she got against Grace.
I don't even. But we gonna get. We
she
get
like
that.
the redhead stepchild that just don't never catch a break with her mama. I guess you know what she probably. I'm ready to go ahead of myself. I'm gonna say it. She's just scared that she gonna get up there and preach about something about that family, and telling truth.
Yeah, you can't cut them off.
Yeah, and she don't want you. She don't, because they probably know Grace was a truth preacher. Did I say that right?
We got it. It's
truth
late.
Preacher.
We got it. It's late. So we got Jacob and Clarissa. They're discussing he is on his phone, and she immediately says, you know, who you talking to? And he was like, Greg.
Yeah.
Now y'all, Oprah, I'm gonna call you out just like I do Tyler Perry. We just got in an argument last week about this freaking bachelor party.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me he done been to the bachelor party and back already?
Yeah.
Because evidently he met this dude named Greg at the bachelor party that has a TV network that potentially could get him in on TV, or his dad on TV.
Get his dad on TV, yep.
So he's been playing fantasy football with him online as a way to slide on in there. But now they have a dinner date set for later on that night where they can talk about all of this. So Clarissa was like, oh yeah, you know, we need to make a good impression on them, because you know, if Gigi preach, your stock gonna go way down. I said, everything is about power and money around this place. I'm over it. So the couple came over, and immediately I said, this is weird.
This is weird. They had the porn music playing in the background. I said, what the heck is going on with this?
So the wife looked like she was interested in Clarissa at first. Then her sights went in on Jacob.
And then Greg went in on Clarissa, because they from the same town
or something. And they started discussing art.
And say, this is like really weird. Huh?
And then all of a sudden he said, I got it. We could continue this conversation. I got a cabin, 3,000 square feet.
Way down in the woods.
Hot tub outside. The girls can get in the hot tub and underneath the stars, and we can talk business, and whatever goes down in the cabin pretty much stays in the cabin. We can get into a little mischief that the grown-ups don't know nothing about.
Yeah, cause like, did you just hear yourself say that, player?
But he was saying it as if he was trying to get with Jacob.
I was like,
what's going on?
I said, what is happening right now?
Like I said, popcorn player. I don't know what the hell was happening.
Jacob them, they was frozen. They were frozen just like we were. I was like, what? I'm like, they just came on to y'all like, y'all don't even know them yet.
I said. So then, after they finished it, wrapped up that little dinner date, Jacob said, what the hell just happened? Clarissa was like,
she walked off.
You want that TV deal, don't you?
Yeah, you want that TV deal.
I said, okay. So we're going to come back to them. Lord, y'all, Charity don't fire NyQuil.
Yep.
Nigel.
Yeah.
NyQuil. Because she's sick of his mouth. The choir director. See.
They be doing that, though.
They do that.
They think, like, you're the choir director, not the minister of music. Know your role, know your place, player.
So she fired him. But you know who kind of gave her the boost to fire him? Her husband.
Mm-hmm. But the thing about it was, he called himself threatening her going down to the Triangle Church. And the Triangle Church gonna let me be over everything.
And she said, go.
She said, go.
And he looked like that. That ain't what I thought was gonna happen
Face
here.
broke.
I thought I was gonna get a raise.
But that's what a lot of people think they is irreplaceable. You got a whole lot of choir directors sitting on the sideline waiting to direct the choir.
Hello. Huh. Yes, they do.
Yes, indeed.
So, Bishop finally goes in and talks to Gigi because everybody else know that Gigi gonna preach except for Gigi. But Gigi knew. She knew.
Yeah.
He went in there and told Gigi, look, I'm going to Birmingham. I'm going to need you to cover him. And she was like,
I told you, hey, I told you I wasn't going to preach.
Then she went on and gave it. Because he said, look, do you want your mama to be right about something? I said, don't play her like that.
Yeah,
And then she was like, in so many words, I don't give a care what you and mama got going on.
So she was like Dennis Rodman. I don't give a rat's.
Hey, what
you think?
And then, all of a sudden, he pulled his power card. Like he do.
Yeah.
You are the assistant pastor. You
are
going to preach. I said, there you gotta have it.
He turned into Lester Wallace.
I said.
When Ice Cube tried to give him that $10,000 back for that shop. No. He said, the money is yours. He told her, the preaching is yours. You gonna do it Sunday.
It is my barbershop. So we see Kevin over there. Kevin is still over there swiping chestnuts.
Yeah,
while his wife is over there trying to figure out who she gonna hire in NyQuil's place because she fired him. Now she was like, look, Kevin, help me figure this out. She got a stack of resumes. So pretty much it was like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a fig by itself. Okay, whatever. He didn't really give a care because he wanted to get back to his phone to look at some more chestnuts. I said, Kevin. We told you, Kevin, you better speak up. You just need to go.
Yeah, because you about ready to die.
I was like, Yep. So then we see the first lady, right? She goes to Gigi's room. And Gigi was like, she had that look like, oh, hell, here she come.
Here we go.
She was like, I know you're going to preach. And she was like, I just want to give you my blessings. In so many words, I just want to give you my blessings. And I was like, She said, you have my full support. She said, I remember when you first spoke and you first did your little sermonette when you was for the Easter, the Easter production that all traditional churches have. And she was like, you were a good speaker then. But she was like, what did she say? Don't you use this pulpit as a switch to punish me and your father. And especially don't try to do it while he's not here. I said, First Lady, if you don't sit your tail down.
I said, the first thing I said, Gigi was a mean preacher. Because this heifer is tripping.
Because she probably truthful.
Yeah, she is tripping. I'm like, you really setting yourself up for her to get up there and bash you. Yeah.
So then we see this scene where Clarissa, she finally gets back up to the room after they don't had this weird dinner date with these folk. And she taking off all her clothes and showing her Vicky's secrets and all of that. And Jacob did whatever husband do. You see skin, you go put your skin on their skin. And she was like,
nah.
Don't touch me.
Say, I ain't Alyssa.
I said.
That's what you had on her face. I ain't Alyssa.
And she cut him slam off. So then, what else happened? First, Mavis. Ain't that her name, Mavis?
Yeah, Oprah.
Yeah, Mavis and Bishop is talking. Pretty much, Bishop. The only reason Bishop Lester Wallace ever talks to anybody is to get information. Basically. Yep. He wants to talk to her because Gigi made this statement that she ain't come home to preach.
And he's trying to figure out why.
So he goes to her and said, well, she said she didn't come home to preach. Do you know what that's all about? Do you know why she home? Well, my first answer would have been she came home for the funeral.
Yeah.
I would have just said that. But then Mavis sat there and looked all stupid and guilty. So now he know that she here for a reason.
But she told him, say, you already know why she here.
Yeah, and you know I know, so that's why you called me.
Yeah, you know I know, so you know. I don't even know why you here, player.
I know. You ain't that bishop you say you is. That's it. Okay. So then we see Charity. She's finally in an interview because she finally sorted out who she want to have interviews with. And her first interview was with a guy named, what the heck was his name? I don't remember his name.
I can't remember
his
name, yeah.
Really good guy. Nice. They gelled really, really well. They started singing and did a little duet together, whatever.
The offense.
So she was like, you know what? I like our chemistry. I think that we would be real good Judas, and you know we can have some fun with this music ministry. He said all the right things or whatever. She hired him on the spot. This is where I have the utmost respect for this brother right here. Mm-hmm. He said, I'll take the job, but.
Let me put all my cards on the table.
He said, my last 2 positions, they did not end well because I wasn't completely honest. And she was like, what? He was like, I am gay, and I have a partner, so if I'm at this church, he will be frequently coming to this church. And she said, okay, that's fine. And I was like, I said, come on with it and be honest about it. Because at the end of the day, here's what it is. And you need to be in church too. Like everybody else. Mm-hmm. So nobody should be denied the house of the Lord.
There you go.
So Charity finally introduces the new choir director to her husband. And did you see the choir director go ahead and peep Kevin out real quick?
Gave him the eye, yep.
He was like, oh, but he played it off though. He said, oh, and you're about to be a father. Y'all gonna have some cute little babies. Y'all with
in
this
the Ebony magazine, Ebony this and Ebony that.
That good DNA, I said.
Yeah, I said, yep, there it is.
And he hurried up and he was like, I don't know if you should have hired him, you know, because he's open and da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, so you rather have a closeted one? NyQuil was gay.
Yeah, he said NyQuil was gay, but he was like,
but he never said
it. So does that change anything?
It's almost like,
you know,
I'm pregnant, but no, I got the belly.
You scared that this player is gonna call you out, and your wife gonna know. I told you, you better put the cards on the table, Kevin.
I said, okay. So Jacob and Clarissa is talking again. Because at this point, they decided that they're going to go to this dinner.
Go to the
with these folks.
Meeting.
And Jacob said, do you think this is a good idea? Clarissa goes right back into boss, get it done, get your stock up, get your name put out there mode. She was like, if this is what we got to do, because your sister's going to take the pulpit. Mm-hmm. And once she closed that Bible, we don't know where you gonna stand. No. Your stock gonna be way too damn for this.
You ain't gonna preach no more, player. You out the game.
So he was like, so you gonna be okay with another man touching you because you know what's gonna happen? She was like, in so many words,
gotta do what I gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do, and you've been disrespecting me for forever because you refused to forgive me for that one mistake that I made. I said, what you do? What you do, sugar?
Says everybody sticking their hand in other people's cookie jars in
this
family?
I think she been with a woman.
You think so?
Yeah. I think she been munching on carpet. That's what I think.
Carpet munching? Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, so I think that's what that is. So Jacob, in so many words, Jacob was like, I got to eat this right here because I've been doing what I had to do. And at the end of it, Jacob was like, look, I ain't with another man touching all over you. You mine. And he took authority, and next thing I know, the Vicar's Secrets was coming down.
Yeah, the drawers was coming down.
That ain't what I saw, but in my mind, that's what I saw. So.
Yeah, your mind turned the corner and you saw what was going on.
I'm married, so my mind is always there. So, and that's basically what happened with that. What else? God knows, because they had a whole lot of moving parts. Y'all, y'all pray for me. And at 10 o'clock at night, Oprah, just because you are a boss,
got billions of dollars.
The rest of us got
to go to work. We got, we got a 9 to 5, 8 to 5, 9 to 6, whatever the schedule is. You better fix it, Nick. You better fix it. Better fix it.
That's what Kevin Hart said. Fix it.
Better fix it.
So, what else happened? He told you about good old Jacob downloading this service. That goddamn Gigi is so hung up because she ain't heard the word of the Lord yet. If anybody know anything about that, you will hear most preachers say, or anybody that has to ever speak, God don't tell them nothing until like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning.
The last minute, or as soon as they get up.
And it's pretty common.
Yeah.
I think that's God's way of keeping you out of the way. So she ain't got nothing. So she decided to peek on that website too. And she was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Me shut this down and get no $50 sermon.
I ain't get no $50. Yep.
So it's Sunday morning, y'all. Hold up. We got to get our Sunday morning gear on. We be back. All right, welcome back to Calvary Baptist Church. So we get ready to start this Sunday morning service. We get Jacob and Clarissa walking in. They glowing because they done got some oochie coochie with each other.
They've been bumping bellies all night. Matter of fact, they just stopped 5 minutes ago.
Yep, done washed up and came straight to church. And the first lady was like, oh, this is what I like to see.
Yeah, I've been praying for something good to happen today.
And look at this. But I got a word for y'all. Do not let your heart be troubled. Trust in me. And I got your treasure stored up.
Yep.
Don't even worry about that.
For this too shall pass. I said, what? Because I got it all in the palm of my hand. It's like, First Lady, did you turn around and apply that scripture to you?
Like you, God.
Like you, Jesus?
And then Pastor Grace took the pulpit. But first, when her daughter starts singing.
Yeah, she's singing bye bye, yeah. Sing too.
By and by, Lord, when the morning comes.
We know it was a track, but she was saying, yeah.
It was Hillsong. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
So she was singing, and Pastor Gigi took the goddamn pulpit. And she decided she was going to come from Matthew 6:28. And she would get ready to give her sermon. She said,
the lilies in the field. She was like,
She said, because my sister used to teach this to the little saints, but I'm going to give it a little twist. And when she looked out in that audience, and she saw Stacy with a black eye.
And that abusive man with shades on in the middle of service.
She said, scratch that. I'm going to let the
Holy Ghost and just change my message.
She said, Holy Ghost, get on your job. She said, I am not at rest, nor am I quiet.
First Lady looked like, oh hell. She about ready to give it to all of us.
She was looking like armor barrels.
Yeah.
Get Bishop Lester Wallace on the phone. And get him, he got the jet. He'll be here in 45 minutes.
Nah,
get this help.
She gonna call the umbrella, say, I need y'all to come and escort Gigi out of here. You know, say technical difficulty. Cut her mic off.
Yeah.
Cut her mic off.
Cause that's what they do to people. They cut their mic off. So yeah, Greenleaf tonight. Pretty good episode.
Yeah.
We're
going type of episode. Good morning, Calvary. Yeah.
I told him good morning.
Oh, that's right. You did something.
Good morning, church. All right, at the end of this, y'all go ahead and leave me y'all offering down in the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I was a great worship leader on tonight because I got to go to bed.
And since we talking about church, we want to give our shout outs and appreciation to all our new followers.
Right.
We have been growing up a storm, and we know it ain't because of us, but because of y'all. We appreciate the love and the support.
We do.
As we continue to travel this journey. And we heard that Power is getting ready to come back on Sunday.
So we're doing it.
We're going to be reviewing that, but we have to purchase stars first. So we're trying to work.
So y'all need to give us an offering.
Yeah, we need to work that out. We need to get stars. So we think about calling our cable company and say, hey, can y'all give us stars free for 3 or 6 months? Because we don't buy premium channels because, you know, we got another way of looking at movies. We ain't going to put it out there. But
nah, don't put that up.
Yeah, we ain't going to put that out there. That's between us and the Lord. But straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South.
2 up, 2 down. Holla.